Okay, guys, another aspect of angles and trigonometry you might see are called inverse trigonometry. You already know from 8th grade the sine, cosine, and tangent. However, in high school, there's also a thing you're going to see also next year, which is called the inverse trig. And there's two ways you could call it. You could call it the inverse sine of x. That's one word, one way to say it. Or they can call it the arc sine of x. It's the same thing. I really don't know why they want to call it different things. It probably has a reason, but not important enough to mention it today. Same thing for the inverse of cosine of x. It's the arc cosine. The inverse tangent is the arc tangent. So once again, whenever you see either one, it means the same thing. Well, for this one, there's not much you need to learn. It's just basically know how to use your tools. In the word problem given below, they tell you the sine value. We're talking about sine today. Of all options is 0.98. What is the principal value of arc sine of 0.98 in radians? Another key vocabulary word. So when you're finding the inverse of something, guys, you can basically find it in two ways. One is called radians in radian mode or in degree mode. And to do this, you will need a calculator. And the number one calculator you should trust with your life would be Desmos. Desmos is a free application. You can download it as an app on your phone, or you can access it on our website, desmos.com. Well, let's do this one, guys. First, if you want to know on Desmos, you got to make sure you are in radians mode. How do you check that? Simple. You go to that the little toolbox right there, and you see it right there. The one in green says you're in radians mode right now. Once you have that, guys, we're going to go where it says functions right here. And you see the sine negative 1 right there. That means you're in the sine negative 1. You have it right there. And in the parentheses, all you type is 0.98. And that's going to be your answer. In radians, the inverse sine of 0.98 is 1.37. Round off to the next two digits. That should be it. Now, in the other way, notice it's going to make a big difference here, guys. Because if you were to switch, let's go back to the toolbar. If you were to switch to degrees, look, you don't even have to rewrite it. It already did the work for you. In degrees is actually 78.52. So it all depends what they're asking. In this case, they asked for radians, so your answer will be 1.37. Had they asked for degrees, you would have typed this instead. So that's it, guys. Use Desmos and it'll make life a lot easier.